Actually, it makes plenty of sense. I mean, you've got a game where you do one thing and it affects the outcome of 10 other things. And then you do it again and it becomes a web of hundreds of different responses to just that one thing. So quest you finished in a certain way, or a dialogue option when you told that person to screw off. It's going to be hard for the developers to make sure they get every one of these little details accurate and exactly where they should be. And it doesn't always work. So today, I will be listing 5 hidden details that make no sense in Fallout 4. Let's get into it. Starting off with number 5, we have a sick game of loyalty. Loyalty like you've never seen before. You guys remember Covenant, right? Some shady stuff is going on over there. You uncover it, yada yada, torture, yada, death, yada yada, lotta, death. In my case, bing bang boom, the place is now mine, and it's a settlement. Well, I don't want to be the Ebenezer Scrooge of the neighborhood, so I start gathering settlers to come and live in my beautiful home. Well, weeks go by and we're flourishing, right? We've got like 20 people here. They're wearing really cool armor that they found. Nice helmet, bro. Life is good, right? So I'm in the garden, tending to my crops, and I see something in the corner. It's not the potatoes, not the corn, it's the mute fruit closest to the wall, and when I try to take it, it tugs back. And that's what I notice. Stealing it is the only way for me to grab it, even though it's in my home. This belongs to me now, I think. Wait. And then I go into the houses and I realize these items still say they belong to someone else, and my conscience is weighing heavy on me. But my settlers would understand, right? They'd know I made sacrifices so that we could stay here and enjoy our lives. So I rush back out to the mute fruit in the corner and I grab a hold of it and I tug it and I tug it and I rip it from the ground. I just take it. And nobody cares. Whew. Yeah, I thought the story was going somewhere else. Oh, great, some duct tape. Thief! My family starts shooting me. These people think I'm stealing from someone, but I'm not because they're dead. Was it just the fruit? I don't know. I tried a few different items. Desk fans, totally fine, nobody cares. Pack of cigarettes, totally fine. Typewriter, big effing deal. What's wrong with you people? You're gonna fight me over a typewriter? Your loyalty is to me, not them. I am your king. That was the second time I had wiped this place out. Number 4, we have a problem with ghouls. Unless we don't. Supposedly, Diamond City's banned all synths and ghouls from their city. I mean, this was an integral part of McDonough's campaign that got him elected to mayor. Problem is, I totally forgot about this when I thought I would bring a guest here. You may know of him, Billy Peabody. And listening to him speak for the first time gives you Oblivion NPC dialogue vibes. I mean, before I can even say hi, my legs are so stiff. Everything's so different. I guess I was in there for a really long time. What do I do now? Genuine responses from Billy the Peabody, folks. So good you'll never believe it was acting. Well, if he's my circus freak, then I want to run a little experiment. He said, I should really find my parents. And I was like, oh, they're dead, dude, for sure. Are you kidding? And he's like, oh. And so I say, yeah, you could come with me, though. There's something I want to test out. And he was like, well, are you sure my parents are dead? And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you they're gone. Like, rotting in the ground, gone. Nasty smells. Holes in the face kind of stuff. That's when he broke away. He looked up at the sky and he said, it's really bright out. Okay. So he wasn't going to follow me unless I promised to take him to his old house, which was only a short distance to the south. Which is why he seemed a little confused when I took him north for several hours. The trust was definitely fading, but, before deciding to run away, he did actually make it to Diamond City with me, and what makes no sense is that not one person batted an eye. The guards, the people at the food court, even Myrna, who goes nuts about this kind of thing. Like, there's this hideous ghoul child following me around the streets of Diamond City. Everybody seems cool with it. I even took him up to Mayor McDonough, and I said, what's the deal? There's this rotting corpse following me. Can you arrest it or something? He literally does not care. I guess now that you're elected, it doesn't matter, does it? Alright, watch me. So I end up inviting my friend Hancock over too. And we were feeling frisky that day, so you know what? We thought we'd hit up the Dugout Inn. Well, it turns out Edward Deegan has been here this whole time. Nice one, guys. Number 3, it turns out Mama Murphy isn't the only one with psychic abilities. We have them too. Let's say you've already beaten the game and you know most of what's going to happen in the story. Alright, now you're starting a new playthrough. You're running toward Concord for the first time. You hear the gunshots, you go to the center of town, and you see the Museum of Freedom getting attacked by raiders. What do you do? A, B, B, C, C, D, or D? Don't help Preston and take a back alley out of there hoping like hell he didn't already see you, because you don't want to have to put up with saving them and then finding the fusion core and then getting chased by a Deathclaw. And that is correct. The answer is C, D. So you go on your own way. Well, eventually you're going to find Vault 81, and you're going to have to find 3 fusion cores, damn it, to get inside. But no, once you're in, you're all squared away. At some point, you speak to Katie, a teacher, and she wants you to tell her students about your adventures in the outside world. And you're thinking, well, how exciting! I can tell them about that time I squeezed a blood bug so hard it exploded all over my face. I can mention how I tricked someone's kid into following me to a busy city where he could very well have been shunned and attacked. I can mention how I went 1 full day saying nothing but the word OIFM! OIFM! Had to say it twice because I missed it in the last video. Yeah, this is gonna be great! So the next day, I'm in front of the kids, and it's time. Austin asks me if I fought a Deathclaw. So I say, one of the Minutemen helped me kill one once. Wait. And he says, what happened? And I say, a group of raiders had my friend Preston trapped. Which they did, I saw that, but I don't think Preston wants to be my friend yet. I mean, I haven't met the guy. And Aaron says, but you rescued him, right? And I say, Preston showed me where to find some power armor I could fix. Except he didn't. I'm not supposed to know this ever happens now. This is an error, but now I'm just lying, and I gotta keep building this web of lies because I'm sweating balls in front of these kids. So Austin goes, wow! And I go, yeah, when the Deathclaw crawled out, Preston was ready with his laser musket. So he shoots it in the face, and then I shoot it in the face, and then I jump on its back, and I grab onto its horns, and I start riding it. I ride it across the Commonwealth for 9 days. It's still parked outside. Okay. Thanks, kids. Thanks. Bye-bye now. Bye. Thank you. And then I book it out of there, and when I get a second alone, I'm like, what happened to my mind? Number 2, Honest Dan is not so honest about how much money he has. And just looking at him, it's a lot more than you think. Alright, so we're gonna go back to Covenant for a second. Let's say this was before the whole massacre drama happened. Honest Dan says he'll pay you to help figure out what happened to that missing caravan, including a girl, Amelia Stockton. All your detective work leads you to a secret compound where people are studying and ultimately torturing synths, including a Ms. Amelia Stockton. Well, this doesn't fly with you or Dan, so you light the place up. It took 3 shots to turn Dr. Chambers into a pile of green goo. After that, you go free Amelia, and now she's able to be reunited with her father. Job well done. Well, the good thing is that Dan is still going to follow you around like a companion. He's not just going to leave, like as if the quest still hasn't completed. Now, this is important because when you talk to him and you say, hey, I want my reward, he pays you on the spot, 300 caps. Well, if you end the conversation right there, don't say anything more, you walk away and then you start it again, you're going to have the option to say it again. Hey, I want my reward, which he's going to give you another 300 caps. Leave the conversation, do it again, that's another 300 caps. You can literally just keep doing this until you're as rich as you want to be. I mean, it makes no sense that you should be able to exploit him so easily. Of course, I'm really greedy, so I tested how far I could go with this. If you ask for a bigger share, he's going to give you an extra 60. Alright, so I thought, oh, sweet, so we can get the 300 and then all of the subsequent persuasion checks after that. But the problem is, trying it a second time skipped the yellow one and it took me straight to the orange, like the medium one. So I did that, and then it took me to the red, and that's the problem. If you hit that red, then it's all done. The quest completes, and then he's going to walk out of there, with or without you. So if you really do want to abuse this, you just keep using that first 300 over and over again as long as you want, and don't hit the persuasion checks until you're finally ready to finish it all up. But it's nice to see that Dan is so giving after what we did for him. Actually, with all this money, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rebuild Covenant into the most flourishing settlement you have ever seen. Just watch. And number 1, it turns out more people hate the children of Adam than we thought. Well, let me back up. So Piper and I are wandering the glowing sea, just a regular Tuesday, and for some reason, I can't get the song Monster out of my head. You know the part where Nicki Minaj is rapping? Gotta climb it, hotter than the Middle East and climb it, find it. Oh, I had that on when I was recording. Oh, I got it. That's why the audio is... Well, it was making me nasty, man. So I start stealing crap. I mean, frag grenade, Molotov cocktail. Obviously, Piper dislikes that. This is why she usually doesn't let me listen to Kanye when we're out exploring. But I then restart the song, and I go nuts when Ye comes in. I'ma need to see your fucking hands at the concert. I blow some guy's head off. It's not a good judgment call, but I notice in my mayhem, Piper never dislikes it. And at this point, I mean, we're in a full-on battle blowing apart this community. Alright, well, we end up killing everyone there, and Piper's fine. Doesn't mention at all what I just did. Alright, so I reload a quick save just to make sure. Same thing. Start randomly killing people, and Piper doesn't mind. This is someone who's usually against murder, especially these people who were just out here praying and didn't mind me at all coming into their home and even trading with them if I wanted. I mean, yes, they're crazy, and I don't know why they're up here. But they're not hostile. It makes no sense that Piper, as well as any of the other quote-unquote good companions, you know, like Curie, they don't mind if you come here and just slaughter everyone. It's kind of sick. Even Virgil doesn't seem to mind, and I thought he was relatively friendly with them. I think, anyway. But no, I was gonna just go up to him and tell him, Jesus! Virgil! Dude! Jesus! What are you wearing? Virgil, are you wearing something? Oh my god. Dude, my audience, I can't show them that. Dude, okay, oh my god. I'm just gonna slowly back up to you, alright? And then we can talk from there, okay? I'm just gonna... Dude, what are you wearing? What are you wearing, dude? Stop! And there you have it, 5 hidden details that make no sense in Fallout 4. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And down below, please tell me, is there some other anomaly that is worth mentioning that I didn't already? Alright, thank you very much for watching. Videos about no sense end with no sense. Yay! Yeah, dude! Yeah! Yay! Yeah! Yeah, dude! Yeah! Mom! Bill!